Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I've taken a long trek. In fact, let me just see what time it is. It is wow, it is 5 to 11. I set off home at 20 past 9. Just over an hour and a half to get here. I'm in a place called Shugborough, or Shugborough, not Shrug, Shugborough, at the very top end of Cannock Chase. And the reason it's taken me this long to get here is I've got my car in the garage. I'm having a new suspension fitted at the front, so my mechanic guy, who's a good friend, Harry, if you watch this video, he called me basically, so we had a chat. So I had to pull over, and then not paying attention, because he's borrowed me this car that I'm driving here today, and not paying attention on the fuel, I heard a bing. I was like, what's that? Looked down and I thought, oh shh, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I had to cancel the map to where I was going here, to the nearest petrol station. So 7 miles later, on the opposite direction that I needed to go. Why the sat nav was sending me that way, I don't know. But yeah, filled up and then continued on my merry way and finally got here. And I wish I had the camera out when I was driving. There is a long 2.5 mile road with hella steep banks down the side, but it is thick forest here on the pathway that came through. But bloody hell, that was sketchy but beautiful. I wish I had videoed that. So anyway, there's a ton of cars here, and this Shugborough Hole apparently is very haunted. I don't know if I'm going to have time now to visit inside the place, but there's a couple of places I want to visit north of it, which is probably about a 10-minute walk. So let's get cracking and let's go for a walk. You're gonna like this. I don't know how far it is. Looking on the map, I would say, like I said before, about 10-minute walk. There's a mansion up this way, and the estate is behind me. But yes, right on the north part of Cannock Chase. Look at that. If I'm honest, there's a lot more people here than I hoped. But obviously a popular place. Saw a sign back in the car park. Be careful of snakes. Obviously you've got a lot of adders around here. Ah, little pig pens. No idea what that building is. I could go and take a look, but I want to go this way. This estate is absolutely massive. Once again, another part of Cannock Chase that I've never been to before. This place just never ceases to fail. I just find stuff that I never think of in this place. I mean, it's so diverse. You've got heathland, you've got estates with mansions on, you've got woodland, and you've got thick forest, and I've just noticed in the distance there is a massive mansion. So yeah, I reckon about just over a quarter of a mile walk and then I'll be at that mansion. Long walk back to the car. And there's the mansion. Another massive haunted building in Cannock Chase. And I'm seeing a lot of bulls in that field over there. So I won't be climbing this fence. My legs are hurting. I should have jumped aboard that little thing to save my legs.
We found the entrance. Did you? Yeah. Did you have a look through the door? Wait,
Hello. Hello. Man, they're all hungry, munching away.
On his lead for me.
Lots of bulls, lots of cows. Lots of calves. This really is a really beautiful place. I don't know, I say that all the time, but I just love this sort of thing. Anywhere where I'm not in a town centre is beautiful. Today is October the 7th, Saturday, and it's like a summer's day. I mean, it's overcast, but the sun's breaking through the clouds. It's so warm, beautiful. Now that would make a lovely little place to live. Imagine how quiet it would be here at night time. Lots of moles digging the grass. Check this bridge. Actually, let's have a look in here first. Wow, it's so quiet in here. I'm guessing all the way along there is just another, like a trail walk. Well, I'm interested in this weird looking bridge. Let's go and take a look. Oh, I bet there's some good fishing in this river. Some nice rainbow trout. Maybe brown trout. Wow, the water's quite clear. Not actually seeing any fish yet. It's not that deep either. Man, I bet it's no more than about 2.5 feet deep, this river. At least at this part anyway. Random traffic cone there in the trees. I see another bridge ahead. I don't know what that one is. Oh, What have we here? Wow. A canal. Oh, so there is fish in here. I'm heading back the way I come, through this little canal part, because it looks like off the beaten track, continuing that way. So we'll have another look what's around here. Man, I can't believe how crazy shallow this water is. Lots of picnics to be had here in the summer, I think. There's a signpost here saying formal gardens. Let's have a look, see what it's like. I bet it's sketchy here in the dark. Wow. I know it wasn't filmed here, but this reminds me of a place where one of my favourite comedies is Carry On Henry, one of the Carry On movies series, filmed, I don't know if it was the late 60s or the early 70s, and they were in an area like this. I mean, obviously it was shot down near London, but this just reminds me of that place. Oh, is this the canal that I would have been, or is it the river? I wonder. It's the river. Yeah, you can tell by the colour of that as well. That's a lot deeper, but very still. Let's have a look over here. Just back around to the path. Some big old oak trees around here. I'm starting to build a bit of a sweat up. Again, another warm day, and I've got this jacket on. I think I'm going to sit down for 10 minutes and a bit, find a spot, and then yeah, rest my legs before I take a little wander back towards the car. Look at this. Although I couldn't imagine that you're allowed to fish here, but I will be interested to see what the fishing's actually like here. Let's go for a walk under the tree. Do you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Cannock chase never fails to impress, right? Now, I don't know what that is. Some sort of monument, I guess. Anyway, it never failed to impress. Look at this bridge. This is not what I'm getting at, but look at that. What I'm getting at is, in the middle of Cannock Chase, right, well, not in the middle, but I'm on the north end, in this manor, there's a random house. I mean, mansions and everything, but this house, I've just stumbled across a Chinese house. Have a look.
I do like, I prefer to buy food and groceries and meats and things in local towns rather than
I don't suppose for one moment you can get into this house. I don't know if there's anything inside this house, but I can honestly say this is the first I've ever seen in person a Chinese house. Yeah, that place is empty. What a bizarre finding. Very strange place, and at this moment in time I should have put my light on top of my camera. This here in front of me is a cat monument, and I don't know what the story is behind it, but yes, unless it's Chinese related. Wow, this Chinese house was completed in 1747. That's a hell of a lot older than I thought.
You never know.
Right, I've always wanted to come to this, well, that little weird bridge that you saw earlier. That's why I wanted to come here, because I just thought it looked cool, so I wanted to come along. Well, I didn't expect to see a Chinese house next to it. But anywho, I shall walk back towards the car now along this beautiful place. That mansion I walked in front of before, I'm now behind it. Imagine being the window cleaner and that. You know, when I come on these walks, I always want to fly the drone. But there's a lot of children around. I've got a funny feeling that I'm going to have a lot of people saying, "Oh, what's that you got?" But yeah, I want to try, if I can, and fly it somewhere. I need to find an open place. I feel it'd be kind of rude if I just went over there. Although that would be the ideal place. But if I can find a spot, you'll see footage of this area from the sky. I wonder why those windows are sealed up. Oh, back to the cows and bulls. Well, I may as well have a look at the tea rooms while I'm here. Why not? Lord Litchfield's apartments. Okay, and that was that. Oh crap. I was going to take a wander down there. It says no pedestrian access. That's why there's no one down there. I want a quiet place to fly the drone. On a plus side, everyone seems to be walking towards the mansion. So I'm going to see if there's a sneaky little spot down by that weird round shaped house. Over there. Let's say hello to the sheep. Careful not to touch the electric fence. Hi. Well, they're not shy people, are they? Hello. Yes, it's definitely an electric fence, and they probably know that. You've got X-rated days off. I'm hearing more gunshots over there. Another shooting range, unless it's close to the one where we was the last. No, I think we're a few miles away from that actually. But anyhow, I've reached that round house thing. Tower of the Winds. I was going to go in there, but it's too people-y, and it sounds like someone in there singing. I'm not doing that. No. So let's head back. Oh. Back towards the little farm part. Well, I'm nearly back at the car park, as you can see over there. But these picnic benches here is a perfect place, I think. Too many people for my liking though. But I'm going to rest my feet here, and I'm going to attempt to fly the drone. Let's have a look at this place from the sky, eh? See what it looks like from above. Well guys, the breeze has picked up, but you know what? That didn't affect the drone one bit. I hope you enjoyed that flight. That was really enjoyable for me. And of course, the epic music that would go with it, as always. So, I'm gonna get myself ready to head off and collect my car from the garage, and as always, do a little bit of shopping. I'm in work tomorrow. Well, yes, there's a lot of people here today, man. A lot. People are still walking up to the mansion from the cars. Very busy. And that archway, what I showed you at the beginning of the flight, I've no clue what that is. I have to look up on that. Probably another monument of some sort. But there's some lovely rivers around here. I love that sort of thing, you know, when it's nice and peaceful. So yes, I think I'm going to head back to the car and carry on with the rest of my day. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Give it a like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, please. And one day I might reach 1,000. Getting there slowly, but you know. Anywho, it's time to get myself off. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Goodbye.